employee. Yes, tonight is my first shift. A little late to start, isn't it? Well, this place only opens at night. So you did your homework, I did, but I still have a question. Go ahead. Why isn't there anyone here? The postmaster smiled softly and pointed toward the door. Just wait a little longer, you'll understand soon enough. We deliver hearts, hearts. Sometimes they're more important than the letters themselves. Then what are the letters for? They're simply how hearts find their way. Do letters arrive without addresses? More often than you'd imagine. Then where do they go? They find where they belong. Does that really happen? More often you'd imagine. Just as the words were spoken, a little bell began to ring, and an envelope appeared beside the window quietly. We deliver heart, heart. Sometimes they're more important than the letters themselves. Then what are the letters for? They're simply how hearts find their way. Who does this one belong to? We don't know yet. Then why are you smiling? Because I think a beautiful story is about to begin. We deliver hearts. Will I be able to do that too? One day you'll understand what? That hearts often travel farther than anyone expects. And the most important letters usually arrive last. When the clock strikes midnight, a little bell begins to ring. At the end of a quiet street, the lights awaken one by one. It's my very first night here. Everything still feels brand new. Yet somehow there's a feeling something wonderful is coming soon. Every drawer is filled with stories waiting patiently. And tonight I wonder which heart will arrive for me. A letter has arrived, as if it followed the stars tonight. A precious little piece of someone's heart has come into the light. A letter has arrived, like a feeling I can't explain. Before I've even read a single word, I'm already smiling again. A small bag by the window, a shining stamp catches my eye. And then an envelope appears as quietly as moonlight. I don't know who sent it, I don't know where it belongs. Yet somehow the warmth inside feels familiar all along. Maybe from tonight something will begin to change. Maybe ordinary days are about to turn a page. A letter has arrived, as if it followed the stars tonight. A precious little piece of someone's heart has come in A letter has arrived beneath the quiet midnight sky. The very first page of a story is slowly coming alive. A letter has arrived, and from this moment on, a story no one expected has quietly begun. Maybe it was my first day, everything felt new, almost familiar yet slightly strange. When lunchtime came, I wandered down the street and noticed a little shop beside the post office. A flower pot by the door, postcards resting by the window. For some reason, my steps became slower. The little postcard shop next door opened its doors again today. Somehow every time I pass, I find myself looking twice. The little postcard shop next door, what stories live inside? The view beyond the window feels warm somehow. Pictures of distant oceans, cards written by hand. I looked around for a moment and lost track of time in an unfamiliar town. It was the first place that made me feel a little at home. There's no special reason, yet I keep wondering, will I glance this way again tomorrow too? The little postcard shop next door looks exactly the same today. Nothing happened at all, yet it feels nice to see the little postcard shop next door. Who comes here each day? Do postcards carry a little heart inside? Maybe in this new town it's like meeting a new friend, a small feeling quietly growing. The little postcard shop next door, today I simply pass by, yet somehow I feel I'll step inside someday. The little postcard shop next door, like the beginning of a story, finding its place in an ordinary day. The little postcard shop next door keeps catching my eye.
Today felt a little different with every step along the way. Whenever I found something interesting, I wanted to save it for another day. Things I might have passed right by seemed worth a second look somehow. Little stories kept finding me more often than before now. There isn't anything important I absolutely need to say. Still it feels nice to have a story ready just in case someday. I came prepared today with a few little stories to share, the kind that might bring a smile or make a moment lighter beautiful, it somehow makes me think of you. Nothing extraordinary happened, nothing dramatic or new, yet sharing a thought with someone can make an ordinary day feel bright too. For now it's only imagination, a scene I quietly play. Yet if the chance ever arrives, I'll be ready on that day. I came prepared today with a few little stories to share, the kind that might bring a smile or make a moment lighter in the air. I came prepared today for a meeting that may never be planned, keeping a few good conversations tucked safely in my hand. A collection of tiny moments, a growing list of things to say, somewhere between curiosity and anticipation along the way. I came prepared today, nothing remarkable at all, just a handful of simple stories waiting for the right moment to call. I came prepared today, looking forward to what comes next, saving little pieces of happiness like notes inside a book well kept. Maybe one day they'll find their place between a smile and a conversation. Until then I'll keep gathering these small and cheerful observations.
Today I caught myself wondering about the next time we might meet. What kind of story could begin and make the moment feel complete? I thought about the things I learned, the little details all the while, and somehow in the middle of it I found myself with a smile. Maybe it's just a simple story, nothing extraordinary at all, yet if it makes the moment brighter, that would mean a lot. I love to see her smile just a little more today, sharing a story in the middle of an ordinary day. I love to see her smile for no particular reason why, just knowing she enjoyed the moment would make me smile too. Whenever I discover something new, a thought appears before too long. Things I might have overlooked before now somehow seem to belong. If I find an interesting story, I quietly keep it near. Maybe someday in conversation it'll fit just right to share. I haven't planned the perfect words yet, somehow I'm looking ahead, like a character waiting patiently for the next scene instead. I love to see her smile just a little more today, sharing a story in the middle of an ordinary day. I love to see her smile for no particular reason why, just knowing she enjoyed the moment would make me smile too. Maybe thinking of someone feels a little bit like this, finding something wonderful and hoping they won't miss it. I love to see her smile the next time that we meet. Maybe one small conversation will make the day complete. I love to see her smile, it's a a simple wish, it's true. Yet somehow that small moment would mean the world to me. And you.
It's the same familiar road, yet something feels a little new. I find myself slowing down and noticing every view. Maybe you'll be there today, the thought arrives before the rest. An ordinary day somehow feels a little different than the rest. I've gathered so many stories I thought I'd like to share, yet maybe the very first thing is something simple and sincere. Maybe I'll say hello today with an easy smile on my face. Just a simple greeting in the moment might find its perfect place. Maybe I'll say hello today before any story begins. The smallest words can sometimes open the door to something interesting. Practiced in my thoughts a few times how naturally it could start. It sounded easy every time inside my hopeful heart. Then I catch myself imagining different scenes along the way, and somehow I end up smiling before the moment even arrives today. It's alright if I'm a little awkward, nothing has to be perfect here. One small step is more than enough to make the moment feel sincere. Maybe I'll say hello today with an easy smile on my face. Just a simple greeting in the moment might find its perfect place. Maybe I'll say hello today before any story begins. The smallest words can sometimes open the door to something interesting. Perhaps nothing will happen and the day will simply pass. That's perfectly alright. Another chance may come at last. Maybe I'll say hello today, standing just a little closer now. More than all the stories I've prepared, it's the greeting that matters somehow. Maybe I'll say hello today, the outcome doesn't matter much. Thinking about taking that first step was already enough. And somewhere between anticipation and an ordinary day, a simple little hello quietly finds its way.
I was walking down a familiar street when I stopped for a little while. It was just an ordinary scene, yet something made me stay and smile. You were standing by the window looking closely at something there. Only a moment passed between us, but somehow you're still everywhere. It wasn't simply admiration or a spark that took me by surprise. I just found myself wondering what stories are behind your eyes. I think we could talk for hours without noticing the time. One little story leading to another, like a melody finding its rhyme. If we could talk for hours, though I don't know your name, somehow it feels like we met before, and the feeling remains the same. Several days have come and gone, yet I still remember that day. Nothing remarkable really happened, but the memory chose to stay. Every little thing we treasure carries a story of its own, and I find myself imagining the world that you call home. Maybe someday a simple greeting will quietly find its way, and I wonder what expression you'll be wearing on that day. I think we could talk for hours without noticing the time. One little story leading to another, like a melody finding its rhyme. If we could talk for hours, though I don't know your name, somehow it feels like we met before, and the feeling remains the same. Among so many passing faces, a moment sometimes finds your heart. Even when you cannot explain it, you know it from the very start. I think we could talk for hours, sitting somewhere side by side, sharing all the little stories we've been carrying inside. I think we could talk for hours. Maybe that's where it begins. A little curiosity today, turning into something worth remembering. Nobody knew why he disappeared, or what became of the day he left behind. The seasons moved on, the city stayed the same, yet his own time remained there. Only one step away, only one word to say, yet time itself held him still. Trapped inside time, he was still there, beyond an unseen wall, watching quietly. Trapped inside time, the person he missed most, standing before him, yet beyond his reach. She never knew that beneath the same sky, someone watched over her each passing day. The day she smiled, the day she wandered quietly, he remembered them all. The words he wished to say continued to grow, while time remained exactly the same. Trapped inside time, through countless passing days, his heart remained unchanged. Trapped inside time, time itself stood still, yet longing continued to move forward. about distant things. Perhaps they begin with hearts that never give up. Trapped inside time, still he waits for the day he can call her name again. Trapped inside time like an unfinished story. Their time together still continues, and he waits for the day they meet again.
Once again I fold my hands in a place I know so well and bring back a quiet prayer. Long ago my wishes always sounded the same, yet today my heart feels different. So much time has passed, yet the memory remains, and somehow you return to mine. Maybe this prayer is the most honest one I've made, because instead of wishing I'm simply thinking of you. Maybe this prayer is the warmest one I've known, hoping that wherever you are, life is treating you kindly. Sometimes I wonder what your days look like now, and whether your smile still shines the same, even without speaking your name. My heart remembers each changing season, brings you back somehow. More gentle than longing, more quiet than sadness, a feeling that stayed for a very long time. Maybe this prayer is simply a greeting, a quiet hope that you're doing well. Maybe this prayer needs nothing in return, only the wish that you're at peace. Oh, once I wished for destiny, then I wished for time. Now I find myself wishing happiness for you. Maybe this prayer is the most beautiful one, because before my own heart I think of yours. Maybe this prayer will someday reach you and rest as gently as your smile once did tonight. Quietly I send a prayer for you.
When lunchtime comes around, I somehow walk that way again. The little shop beside the post office has opened its doors today. Travel postcards by the window, flowers greeting every guest. A little closer than before I stepped inside. A tiny bell above the door softly filled the air, and then I heard a voice warmer than I expected. Her warm smile from the very first moment felt like meeting someone I'd known her warm smile, and those simple words, you're someone I haven't met before, stayed with me all day. While choosing a postcard, I looked around the shop. Even the smallest details seem filled with care. Every visitor received the same gentle greeting, and somehow that alone made the place feel special. Nothing remarkable happened, it was an ordinary day, yet that one small moment stayed behind. Her warm smile, bright as afternoon sunlight, among the postcards it quietly stood out. Her warm smile, though I knew nothing about her, that scene somehow keeps returning to mind. In a new town, meeting someone new, sometimes the smallest moments become memories. Find a warm smile, still lingers today. Was I there for the postcards, or simply for that greeting? Her warm smile, a story not yet begun, yet somehow it feels like something wonderful awaits. And somehow those words felt warm.
I walked the same road again on an ordinary afternoon. Among familiar sights that day returned to me. A simple greeting, a gentle smile, nothing extraordinary, yet it stayed somehow. I wasn't trying to think about it, yet it drifts back like a soft breeze. You keep crossing my mind, that sunlight-like expression. The way you smile so quietly returns again today. You keep crossing my mind like a gentle lingering fragrance. Though we weren't close, you remain with me somehow. The way you stood by the window, looking so at ease, the warmth in your eyes when you greeted others. We hardly exchanged words, yet somehow those moments return one by one. Without warning, small memories, tiny scenes, somehow last longer than expected. You keep crossing my mind. You're someone I haven't met before. Even those words remain keep crossing my mind like a familiar melody. I don't know why, yet it feels comforting. Today again, you crossed my mind.
Today felt a little different, lighter than an ordinary day. A moment I had imagined many times arrived sooner than I expected. A simple greeting started it all. The words I prepared slipped away, and the conversation found its own path without asking for a plan. I think I worried too much, expecting everything to feel awkward. Yet the time we spent talking felt surprisingly comfortable. It was easier than I thought. We talked more than I expected to. The little moments filled with laughter stayed with me all afternoon. It was easier than I thought. The hours seemed to disappear, and somehow I wished the conversation lasted longer here. Even on the way back home, I kept replaying the day. Not the words themselves, but the feeling they left behind. Nothing extraordinary happened, at least that's how it seemed. Yet somehow every step felt lighter than it had before. Maybe next time we meet, everything will feel even more natural. Maybe smiling and talking will come a little easier too. It was easier than I thought. We talked more than I expected to. The little moments filled with laughter stay with me all afternoon. It was easier than I thought. The hours seemed to disappear, and somehow I wished the conversation lasted longer here. The first time always carries a little nervousness inside, but once the moment passes, you realize it was alright. It was easier than I thought. Maybe that's why thinking about the next meeting feels so natural tonight. It was easier than I thought. One small conversation a day somehow became the reason I'm looking forward to tomorrow again.
Sometimes I catch myself wondering what kind of person you might be. A single moment isn't enough to tell your whole story. Yet in the way you quietly looked at the things that caught your eye, there seemed to be 1,000 clues hidden in that little while. What kind of stories make you smile? What kind of moments light your day? What are the little things you treasure along the way? What makes her smile? What kind of world does she see? There are still so many things one gently. What's your favorite time of year? How do you spend a quiet day? Questions seem to find me lately in the most unexpected ways. I don't need every answer now. Maybe that's not the point. The wonder in itself somehow feels like something to enjoy. These thoughts keep showing up in ways I never knew before, like turning to the next page of a story worth waiting for. What makes her smile? What kind of world does she see? There are still so many things I have yet to learn completely. What makes her smile? What memories does she keep? Maybe next time that we meet, I'll ask one gently. There's no need to hurry, the answers will arrive someday. For now, the simple wondering is enough to brighten my day. What makes her smile? What expression will she wear? Maybe through a conversation I'll discover something there. What makes her smile? I find myself looking ahead. These little questions today make tomorrow feel exciting instead.
Back home after another day, a certain moment crossed my mind. Just a little thing you were looking at, yet somehow it stayed behind. It should have faded with the evening, like countless scenes before. But even the unfamiliar names made me curious for more. I'm usually not like this. Yeah, something felt brand new. Before I knew it, I was searching for the things that interested you. I looked it up for you, the story you were looking through, where it came from, where it's been. I slowly followed every clue. I looked it up for you. I looked it up for you, in case our paths should cross again. Maybe then a simple conversation could begin. I found it more exciting than I ever thought it would be, following pieces of your interest opened another world to me. You probably wouldn't notice the change inside my day, but little things I'd never seen started standing in my way. No prepared words waiting, still I'm looking forward to the chance that another meeting might turn curiosity into something new. I looked it up for you, the story you were looking through, where it came from, where it's been. I slowly followed every clue. I looked it up for you. I looked it up for you, in case our paths should cross again. Maybe then a simple conversation could begin. There's nothing grand about it, I simply wanted to know. Maybe this is how understanding quietly begins to grow. I looked it up for you, the things that make you smile, wanting to understand them. made the journey worthwhile. I looked it up for you, I looked it up for you. A small beginning, it's true. And yet somehow it became something I'm looking forward to next time too. Another familiar afternoon, sunlight resting by the window among the usual moments. A familiar visit arrives, a casual conversation I thought would end quickly, yet somehow we had more in common. It's only a simple conversation, yet it makes me smile. Perhaps this is how it feels when interests overlap. Someone I can talk to, it feels rare these days. Someone who enjoys the same little stories. Someone I can talk to, it somehow feels nice. Even a short conversation passes far too quickly. Places that seemed unfamiliar, stories from distant countries. Today they felt closer as we talked together without many words. The conversation flowed easily. Moments like these make an ordinary day special. I looked at the clock and felt surprised as this much time passed already. Someone I can talk to feels harder to find. Someone who can look at the same thing and smile. Someone I can talk to stayed in my thoughts today. Perhaps tomorrow we'll have another story to share, without making plans, without any promises. A simple connection feels surprisingly nice. Is becoming familiar now. I remember that first greeting like it was yesterday. Someone I can talk to, I think I understand now. Good conversations stay with you longer. Today's conversation was nice. Resting quietly upon the desk, a single letter keeps catching my eye. There is no sender, there is no receiver. Even the space for an address remains completely blank. Can a letter like this exist if it has nowhere to go? Where does it belong? A letter without an address, who is it searching for? Among countless faces waiting patiently. A letter without an address, where did it come from? Saying nothing at all, yet holding a story. I've turned it over more than once, yet nothing changes, nothing new appears. It looks ordinary, yet somehow it matters. Perhaps curiosity works that way. Was it forgotten or still being waited for? The questions keep growing. A letter without an address, without even a name. Why it matters so much, I cannot explain. A letter without an address, perhaps it lost its way. If that's true, maybe I can help. Sometimes life offers things we cannot explain, and strangely enough, those are often the most interesting. A letter without an address. Now I truly wonder what kind of heart brought it here. A letter without an address, and to find its story, a small journey quietly begins. The letter still had no name. The sunlight slowly fades, and the streets begin to slow. People finishing busy days, leaving gentle smiles behind. A warm cup by the window, while the day is put away. A quiet moment finally arrives, inviting everyone to rest. Just before closing time, one last glance around, when something unexpected caught my attention. A letter has arrived in the middle of a peaceful evening, carrying someone's heart all the way here. A letter has arrived, its journey remains unknown, yet it feels like a beautiful story is about to begin. The breeze moves softly, the sky changes color, as though the world itself is saying, well done today. Then resting by the doorway, a small unfamiliar envelope. Whose it was nobody knew, yet it was impossible to ignore. Nothing seemed unusual, yet it felt important somehow. Sometimes the smallest moments begin the biggest stories. A letter has arrived, as the day grows quiet like a gentle knock upon the evening. A letter has arrived, as though it had waited years for the road that led it here. Nobody knows yet where this letter belongs or whose story it is about to reveal. Nobody knows yet where this letter belongs or whose story it is about to reveal. has arrived at the end of an ordinary day. And with that single envelope, a new chapter begins. A letter has arrived, and from that moment on, the little post office was never quite the same. That evening, a letter arrived. As the night grows deep and quiet, and the city lights grow dim, at the end of a sleepy little street, a tiny sign begins to shine. No one remembers when it started, yet it feels like it's always been there, waiting patiently every evening for hearts with stories to share. There are words left unspoken, hidden behind a gentle smile, a few small lines written softly and folded away for a while, afraid they might become a burden, carefully kept out of sight, until they finally find their place on a letter written tonight. I don't know where it will travel or whose hands it may find. Still somehow that feels enough for this heart of mine. The post office that finds hearts needs no address at all. Even unspoken stories can find their way through the dark. The post office that finds hearts needs no name to begin. If it reaches where it belongs, that alone is everything. Somewhere else beneath the same sky, another letter finds its page. A heart with a similar feeling, writing quietly in the late evening. A wish for happiness, a simple note of gratitude, and one sincere line, too precious to include. A gentle breeze moves softly across two envelopes tonight, guiding them toward the same destination beneath the moonlit light. The post office that finds hearts needs no address at all. Even unspoken stories can find their way through the dark. The post office that finds hearts needs no name to begin. If it reaches where it belongs, that alone is everything. Some may call it love, some may call it memory, yet the feelings from that day are still walking quietly. The post office that finds hearts keeps its lantern glowing bright, holding countless unsent letters through the silence of the night. The post office that finds hearts never truly closes its door, and two small letters tonight begin a story worth waiting for.